Is there a claim of fault? Yeah, I was not.
Sorry?
5 only. That was Apple. That was Apple. Your friend.
Who won between the water?
Dangote.
What was the final?
5-3. Oh, Dangote is playing well now.
What do you think is that part?
Hmm?
You don't want to be computer?
Yes. We won 2 people yesterday.
You're awake now. When's up? You went to school?
Hello everybody. Welcome to day number 2 of 2. It is a very sunny Thursday afternoon here in the city of Kampala. The venue where you are at once again is CAS Bar and Restaurant on this 13th day of November 2025. The second day of an ongoing 48-man comp that also has 16 female players having a comp of their own. So far, the biggest match of the tournament between two of the tournament favorites, the guys that have won the biggest amount of tournaments this year in comparison to any other Ugandan player. Caesar and Ian are racing to 5 for a place in the quarterfinals. So far, 3 frames have been done, with Caesar leading by 2 frames to 1. Once again, racing to 5, presenting you commentary and video. My name is Simon Peter Chobe. 2-1 Caesar up. Just in case you're in and around the venue, access is absolutely free. Opposite Seroma Hardware, Kansanga Trading Center in the city of Kampala, just by the roadside, is CAS Bar. First frame was won by Caesar by Apple. Second frame won by Ian. Third frame won by Caesar with 1 clearance of the table. Now this one is the 4th. We are waiting to see if Ian can try and do what he has done twice in a row. He has defeated Caesar the last 2 times that they faced off. And I know that, yes, Scorpion fans will say not again. Last comp that has been played by the 2 players was won by Ian last Saturday. And he did defeat Caesar in the quarterfinals. He has won 8 comps this year, Ian. Caesar with 12. No other player, Ugandan, has 5. That is how dominant these two have been on the map of the game this year in the country. They move on so well alongside each other. They are good friends. They just give each other their best game every time they get to face off. No friendship on the pool table. It is round of last 16. This one we are shooting out up to the final, which shall be done by around 10 p.m. East African time. And then tomorrow, this guy queuing will be involved in a money match against Hazard. They will be racing to 21 for $2,000. It will be happening at Dice Lounge in Kampala. In the meantime, here at Casbah, there is action on 4 pool tables at the venue. All 4 have action on them, but so far streaming is only on 1. There's a guy called Pele taking on another guy called Desert. Yes, Desert. There is also action in the ladies category. The national champion Banika Mansour is just about to get on the table. Another very big match, as equally good as this one, will be happening between Joseph Kasozi and Ibrahim Sejemba. Kasozi is at the venue, Ibrahim Sejemba not yet. I'm not certain that Ian has utilized the free shot effectively. The yellow ball closes to the black. I would have my big doubts if it's portable to that same corner pocket. Maybe if he can cheat the pocket a little in the same shot, he may have to play the cue ball into the 2 yellows touching each other to split them open to give him the best possible chance of potting. He has not gotten contact between white and the 2 dead yellows, but I think he's still okay because the inside yellow is portable. Maybe even the outside yellow, and maybe the frame is finishable. This guy with a very lethal left hand has won 8 comps in this year. In 3 of those ones, he has defeated Caesar on the way towards that victory, including the very last time that these two faced off. 2025 has been his best year, and by a very big country mile. He has his cut out. He may want to pot yellow to the corner pocket, bottom right cue, draw the white ball backwards, just like that, but off target. Very unfortunately off target. For as long as Caesar can make a ball here, it will be very unlikely that Ian will be getting another chance to play in this frame. It's one of those times when Ugandan players are giving Caesar a very bloody nose. He's not won any of the last 5 comps in which he has been participating. That one is happening only for the first time ever since the start of live streaming of pool matches. Of course, he'll be potting yellow, red, maybe to the center pocket top, maybe corner pocket top left, top right, sorry. He's going for the center pocket perhaps. Cue ball has to be played bottomwards. It is a miss, and a very big miss. That could be a very costly miss. Of course, you wouldn't fault him a lot. He had his mind so much on the resting position of the cue ball. But first, as a player, you must pot. It goes down as a chance for Ian to take the frame away. I will call the cue ball accurate. He may want to put the inside yellow first against the rail, draw the cue ball backwards. Try and put even the second yellow to that same corner pocket where there is the black. If he were to do that, cue ball must avoid the outside yellow. He has decided instead to play snooker, and it's a very effective snooker. And shouldn't Caesar find the red, you get a feeling he will be losing the frame. The easiest option is the red packed at the center pocket top. He does find it, but he doesn't pot. For Ian, the yellow he has just played right in front of the black may be a little bit of a problem if we are to go for the frame. Try and finish it in his current piece of the table. Caesar can only wait and hope. It's a frame that has got so many misses, a little unexpected from both of the players. Even the yellow Ian has just missed was portable with two options, either direct or off another yellow. He has instead missed, and he has created space between yellow and black. And if there is one player that can dare to finish a frame, even the reds, especially given the position of the black, that player is the guy on table. The two reds, potting them will not be an issue, whether or not he can manipulate cue ball for black. Something different altogether. Cue ball is so close to the cushion, he may want to pot red to the corner pocket top right. Cue ball has to be played to the corner pocket top left and has to avoid any snooker behind those two yellows that are at that end of the table. That's the shot. It is a snooker. The commentator's CAS comes to hit the scorpion. Cue ball off to cushions. It will go down as a foul. Advantage, Ian. He's opting to put Caesar's yellow for a free shot. Moving the cue ball as close can be to the would-be bad of the two yellows that are left on the table. Not a very bad way at whatsoever to utilize the free shot. I may simply have to roll a simple roll of the cue ball against the yellow to get it sunk with very minimal energy. There is also an option of playing by tapping the yellow to play the cue ball into the black, to play the black into a little bit more space. Maybe it's what he's trying to do. Play yellow, hit the cue ball into the black, just like that. The rest is a formality. There is the equalizer, Ian 2 and Caesar 2. It's now 3 frames to 2. How competitive matches between Caesar and Ian are becoming nowadays, most especially given the results that have been happening between these two players this year. Of course, for the 2 previous years, Caesar being so dominant against Ian, but for this year, the final of the Irish Bar 2-day 64-man comp that was won by Ian against Caesar by 9 frames to 7, the quarter-final of a 64-man comp that happened in the city of Hoima about 3 months later, just about the middle of there. And of course, last Saturday, that 16-man comp that was won by Ian when he defeated Caesar along the way to making it to the final in the quarters. And yet now he has another chance if he can win 3 before Caesar can win 2. If he does, it will be a 4th victory for him against the Scorpion. Sometimes such narrow misses can mean to be the difference between victory and defeat. Looks like Caesar is meaning business here. Sometimes the best version of Caesar is the one who has a score to settle, and he does have some score to settle between himself and Ian. He also has some score to settle when it comes to comps like this one. He's going to be busy for 3 days. Actually 4. Yesterday he did have a match. He qualified for the round of last 32 by walkover, then won a match against Richard in the round of last 32. Now here he is taking on a very familiar opponent in the round of last 16. Then tomorrow he'll be involved in a money match between himself and Hazard for $2,000 racing to 21 at Dice Lounge. And yes, there is another comp that is happening this Saturday at the town of Chirinya. He now has to play 2 or 3 big shots, Caesar. If he somehow gets to finish this frame, it will really be something. He's played top shot, leaving a cut between yellow and cue ball, such that if he draws the cue ball backwards, it naturally moves towards the top left end of the table, maybe into the red, packed at the corner pocket, maybe in position where he can play black to the opposite corner pocket bottom. I'm maybe thinking of playing the cue ball, the black off red. Maybe it is possible. Is it possible? This one will go down as a very classy clearance from the Scorpion. That is him in the last 2 frames in beast mode. Now leading by 4 frames to 2, racing to 5. Now a break like this one does provide to Caesar the best and easiest ever chance to win a frame, most especially if winning the frame wins him the match to qualify into the round of last 8. He also knows that he has to qualify, if he's to qualify with as enough energy spared as possible, especially considering the weight of other opponents still involved in this one, also in comparison to the rest of his program for the rest of the week and the weekend. Here he is going for a clearance, which will be the 5th, trying to win 3 frames in one match with 1 visit of the table. I don't think he'll be happy with the resting position of the red. It is so close to the cushion. When played, cue ball may not naturally be moved towards the left end of the table. It has to be played with big left spin, as big as that, and yet with minimal energy. That is pinpoint accuracy. He may now have to play top spin cue ball bouncing off the left cushion, then moving towards the right end of the table. Just like that, Ian's tournament has come to a 3rd round end. Though he has given his fight, he has just been outplayed by the Scorpion, who has for this match been in beast mode, the mode that saw him dominate in the country, especially for the first half of their final score. Caesar 5 and Ian 2.